Hello, welcome back to Friday's vlog. There's not going to be a great deal in this one because, as you seen, I did 2 yesterday. I've got another one to come, just like a product review thing. So I'll show you what I've got in today. In fact, no, I'll show you a few products first that I wanted to mention to a few years. Last time was these. If you have like any kind of Japanese, Korean cars, use these. These are Denso hybrid blades. You know, if you've got a Toyota, Mitsubishi, Honda, any of that kind of stuff. But to be quite honest, it doesn't matter. You can have anything. You can have, it would fit, as long as you've got a standard hook fitment wiper blade, like an arm, these will fit. But what I'm meaning more is these are standard equipment for your, like Toyotas. It's what they leave the factory with, Mitsubishis. So anybody who wants they're not cheap, mind. I think for these two blades alone, you'd be looking about 25 quid. But if you spend decent money, they'll last you the time. I used to use these kind of things, what Bosch did. I think there's one on this car. Them, like universal, like flat blades. But they don't look OE, original, in my opinion, where these would probably make more sense rather than showing you the box. I'll actually take one out and show you it. There, that would make more sense to actually show you the thing. So you can see it's just a standard hook fitment, goes on. In the look, as you'll know, if you've got an L200, Series 5 or Series 6, that's what they leave the factory with. In fact, I got some so-called genuine Mitsubishi wipers for mine, and they were absolutely rubbish, and these are far, far better quality. And Toyotas do actually leave the factory with them on, so there you go. That's your Denso hybrids, which I did mention. If you want any links to them or anything, just see me, I'll send you them. Like I've already shown you in here. Got some original Toyota bulbs that we use, Osram. If you're going to be using bulbs, especially on cars nowadays where everything's difficult to get to, don't fit cheap bulbs because you'll regret it because they'll go off. So again, a little bit of product advice there. One last bit of final product advice. You know, I've never actually shown you something which is Lemforda before, but this is a brand of Lemforda. Most cars, 90% of cars, will leave the factory with Lemforda or TRW1, and these are two wishbone arms for an Astra. Again, not cheap, nearly £100 an arm, but you fit them once and they'll do you for 10 years. And these are generally only for people who are going to keep the vehicles. That was for that Astra convertible. If you're not going to keep the vehicle, then just fit anything you want, you know. But that's what I recommend fitting, and it'll save you time in the fitment as well. So there's an Adam we're doing, 3-cylinder turbo. I might come back on this video and show you under the bonnet on it, but it seems very suspicious to me. It looks very Citroen, this engine, the bottom end of it, even though it's that filter alone, what we've just fitted the man one, looks like Peugeot and Citroen. I'll have a look at the top of the engine. I'm going to do the spark plugs and the air filter, so I'm going to cut out this video now, and then I'll show you when I'm doing them. And we'll have a look, because I don't fully know the history of those engines. So I'll leave this here and I'll come back to you. Hello and welcome back. So I'll just show you I've done the service on the Adam. I couldn't really because there was too much going on, but just to show you again with genuine dealer parts, there's your Vauxhall, well actually Opel filter with the Opel number, and there's your MAN filter there, W7056, and what have I got there? MAN filter W7056, just so you know, really there's no difference between dealer parts and the actual parts that I've got here. There's the plugs. Iridium ones, they do look like they've been in for quite a while, so they've been changed. 3-cylinder turbo. Had a look around that engine. Actually, I can't see any signs of Fiat or Citroen and Peugeot, so possibly they are a Vauxhall GM engine, hopefully. Genuine GM filter. I've never really recognised this name, but again, as you'll see, whatever they are, what's that, Plast or something, that's like, again, if you can get one of them brand of filters, it's exactly the same as what GM use. But as you can see, it's been a while since they've been changed. The plugs, the oil was pretty manky, and you've got there's the GM plugs. Normally on the GM plugs, you can they use Champion plugs, and I don't rate them at all, so we use the proper NGK, Iridium or Platinums, which are definitely better than the originals Vauxhall use. So we'll just have a little walk out. As you can see, my Jeep's here. Few things building up jobs-wise. There's got one of our fellow mechanics who comes in to, he helps us out and stuff, so he wants to do a few jobs to his car, so he's just doing that. Love that reg, would love to buy that. Del Boy. Love that one. And speaking of private number plates, I was debating using my own. Kind of self-explanatory. I was debating putting it on this thing, but we'll see. Let us know your thoughts. Leave a comment below if you think, shall I put them plates onto the Jeep? I just detest paying £80 every time to DVLA. You know how often I change my cars, and I worked it out over the years. I've spent far too much money, £80 a time, transferring number plates. Plus, if I ever get a good offer on the car and I decide to sell it just straight up, you end off with a massive delay. Sometimes if you can't take them off online, you're stuck having to wait 6 to 8 weeks. That actually happened when I sold my L200. I nearly lost the sale of the car, the truck, just simply through the carry on with getting the number plates off. So yeah, let us know your thoughts on them. And I really do like them plates. I have put my name on the list if he ever sells them. Got this in. This isn't ours. It's just a guy who does my tyres and stuff. He's just picked the vehicle up. Can't recommend Stake 4 tyres enough. So helpful towards us. They don't have to do that. He specially come down to pick a car up for a little van we've got in to get 4 tyres on. So over the moon at that. They do help us out massively. We'll go over to this car. I've got the keys. This is what I've just been doing that work on. That's what I've just been showing you the filters for. Little direct injection 3-cylinder turbo. Done the oil and filter, spark plugs, an air filter, and obviously a full check underneath. And it's going for rear tyres. So I think he's bringing the van back, and then he's going to do the rear tyres on this. So I'll record the van when it gets in. That's been in just simply for MOT. It's needed 4 tyres and a set of front wipers, which are becoming expensive on modern cars now. So on this, I can't really tell you much about these Adams because I'd work on a few of them, but this I think is like a top spec thing because it's got like the turbo written on, and you know, it's like turbo written all over the place. Not actually a bad little car, I suppose, if that's what you want, but I don't particularly like little cars, but that's just my opinion. But if I was going to get a little car, I would probably get a Fiesta. But anyways, in here, that's quite an interesting rear view mirror angle. I know I shouldn't touch customers' cars, but that just looked ridiculous. So yeah, what I want to show you on this is I need to reset the service light, 'cause I've just done the service, you see. I'll just get this key out and put it in. Let's have a look. So it's saying checking. I hope there's no radio comes on in here, that isn't. So there, engine oil change soon. So on these Vauxhalls, pretty simple. Hit menu, scroll through. Oil life there, reset, twist, press the button. Sometimes you've got to do it to, there we go, straight up to 100%. Then go back, and another thing, a lot of garages I see dealing with cars, they'll just leave it like that. That wasn't the way I found it. So somebody will get in the car who doesn't know what they're doing, and they'll think that there's something wrong. Just go back to the menu, back, there. That was the way I found it, that's the way I leave it. Little things like that, even when you go into main dealers, that just just leave your car all the settings and everything messed with. I like to leave something exactly how the customer's presented it. While I'm sitting in here, out the way, I'm going to cut back in to do a video at the end of this, when I get the van back, just to do a quick walk around. But I've just had one of my subscribers just randomly turn up at the garage. I'm just getting something out of my pocket here, and thank me very much about a video that I did. If any of you has noticed that on a Mondeo BCM unit that I did. It was one of my first videos I did, and he specially went out his way to come and say thank you for your advice, thank you for helping. And he's come, and he works for Rolls-Royce, and he's come and dropped us off a Rolls-Royce pen and a Rolls-Royce keyring. I just think that, you know, I was just saying the other day about that guy, sorry, I'm terrible with names. In fact, the guy I've just sent him a text message, I got his number to ask for his name. He hasn't replied, because I would give you a shout out. If on the second bit of this video, when I cut back in, if I get his name, I'll give you a shout out. But little things like that, I make next to no money off this. Pennies. As the odd advert that's on here, and I was looking the other day, and it's not even worth the time of having them on. But please, I want to just put this one in there. According to a lot of people who I talk to who've got big channels, even if you turn the adverts off, therefore you don't get any money for them, YouTube will still put them on. So what they're saying is a lot of people have switched the adverts off to help their viewers not get irritated by it. But when you switch them off, YouTube still put them on. So you're better off leaving them on, and you get pennies for them being on there. But I do this to keep everybody happy, like to provide entertainment for people, a bit of light kind of work that I do on it. And it's lovely that other guy the other week says, you know, he's got disabilities and he's stuck in the house, and it makes his day watching my vlogs. If I can make something different to that person's life just for one video, I'm happy doing this. But again, it's little things like this for somebody just to go out their way, call in, say thank you, shake my hand, and give us a few little tokens of appreciation. To me, that makes it worth doing the video. And he's got a car, obviously. He's going to come here for work. I've sort of gained a customer out of it, a friend. So yeah, thank you very much. Can't remember your name. So if you text us back before the end of this video, I'll if it's okay with you, I'll put your name out. But little things like that makes my day. And by the way, this guy hasn't just come from around the corner. He's come from about 30 miles away. So I really do appreciate that. It makes it really that has made my day. So thank you very much. So I'll leave this one here, and I'll come back to you when the van's back. We'll do a quick 2-minute walk around the van and what's been done, and we'll leave the daily vlog there. So I'll catch you soon. Right, welcome back to the final part of the video. I've got the little van back. It's not much that I've had done to it, but I thought I may as well try and show as much content as I can. In between this, I've just fitted some wipers to the Yaris, them hybrid ones I showed you, a Bull, Blue and Astra. But this is, I class these as a Nemo. I forgot Fiat, obviously Fiat make them all, but you don't see many, believe it or not, with the Fiat badge on. Is that a Forino? You know, to me, they're always the Citroen, what is it, Nemo, or the Peugeot, can't remember what that's called. I know one of them's called the Nemo anyway, but I think they're a cracking little van. This has just had 4 Marshalls fitted. These are a cracking tyre, by the way. If you go to Stake 4 Tyres, STS, I highly, highly recommend these Marshalls. I've had them on a few cars, they're great. 4 brand new tyres for the MOT, they were all just getting worn, cracked and perished. It's had a nice new set of Bosch wipers on it, as you can see. They're like a specific fit to clip in. Always make sure you get the specific fit ones, because otherwise you end up with like these Lego blocks and you have such a carry on with them. And really that's all this needed for an MOT. Just 4 tyres, set of wipers. That'll be going in later on this afternoon. One thing to note with these, which I'll just quickly go through, they come with 2 engines, as I'm aware. I don't know if they do any petrols, they probably do, but we'll stick to the diesels. They do a 1.4 Peugeot Citroen HDI or the 1.3 Fiat engine. Now this has got the Fiat engine and it's okay, but they're very, very problematic. So if you do go for one of these Citroen Nemos, Peugeot, whatever it's called, I can't remember the name, or the Fiat one, try to get the one with the 1.4 diesel in, the 1.4 PSA HDI engine. It's called the DV4 engine. They're not fantastic either, believe me. They have not got the best of records, but they're a lot better than the Fiat engine, because you suffer with loads of issues with timing chains, the high pressure fuel pump and vacuum pump seize, and they lock the cams up and just destroy the engine. But then again, if you look after them, they're okay. But on just regular maintenance levels, I'm just going to open the bonnet on this and I'll explain to you what I mean. It'll be at the other side. But these are nice. I nearly bought one myself, actually. They're just a nice size. You know, you've got your sliding door. It's got everything that you need. You know, he's got all these stuff in there, but it's just a nice sized little van. Plenty of tech on them. This one has just got windy windows and that, but you can get these with air conditioning and all sorts of stuff, cruise control, if that's what you spec them as. But yeah, we'll have a look under here. But when I'm trying to open the bonnet with one hand is sometimes impossible. So like I say, they're quite easy to distinguish, the 1.3s, because it's written on. But yeah, these are a bit of a nightmare at times. They can be problematic. I'm standing holding the bonnet up here, and it's actually got a proper clip to hold it up there. Yeah, the main issue you get with these ones is like regular parts for them, like a fuel filter. It's just a basic, what looks like a Mondeo fuel filter, what you can get for like 10-20 quid. These at one point were 70 or 80 pound just for a basic filter. And the oil filters, what you would think would normally be cheap, that expensive, I don't know why, but I tend to find across the board with the Fiat engines that they use in the Vauxhalls as well, like the 1.9 CDTI, the 2 litre CDTI. I don't know why, but all Fiat filters are very, very expensive. No idea why. But like I said, if these are looked after and a low mileage, they're fine. But main things to look out for on these is starting them up from cold. If you get a rattle sound, it'll be the chain. even down to stupid stuff like this. See the glow plugs here? 1, 2, 3, 4. To get the third one out, the turbo is actually completely blocking it. As you can see, all of this is in the way, and they're renowned for glow plugs going off and snapping in the head when you come to remove them. You've got your high pressure fuel pump here run off the exhaust cam, and you've got your vacuum pump run off the intake cam. Now what happens is the vacuum pump, or if you have problems with the fuel pump, if the vacuum pump seizes, it locks that cam, or if the fuel pump seizes, which they are renowned for problems, seizes, it locks the cam and smashes the engine. Or like I said, the timing chain goes. But then again, I'm not giving all praise to the 1400 HDI because they have so many issues. And like I said, this one has got the DPF. Always look for the DPF. Remember, I showed you on the plate in the back, if it's 0.5 or less, you've got a DPF. But apart from that, I think they're a cracking little van. I'm not going to pull it to bits too much because everything's the same nowadays. You just can't seem to get anything which the badge says what it is. It's just the way modern vehicles are. But yeah, good little vansies. I would actually recommend them if you're wanting a little van. They're not too bad at all. Just like I've said, a few things to watch for on the engines. So we're going to leave this one here. The guy didn't text us back who I dealt with who dropped us in that key ring and everything. But I will mention you on my next video when I get round to getting a reply from the message. So if the weather is like what it's like here, pouring the rain, I don't know what my plans are on the weekend. I may do a weekend vlog for you if we do something interesting with the dogs. I don't know yet. I've got the 2 kids with a party on Sunday, so there'll not be nothing happening on Sunday. So yeah, how are you guys doing anyway? What's your plans for the weekend? Have you got much planned? Let's just hope the weather stays nice. So I'll catch you on another video because this one's gone on a bit too long to what I wanted it to do. Catch you next week. Please remember, hit the like button, leave a comment, and if you haven't already done so, hit the subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.